Peace family, it's Brother Polight, and I'm here to give you a nice build. I got a few things on my mind. I just had an amazing consultation for a good brother and sister. They have a very powerful union with each other, and I just wish them the best. I don't really see couples operate in that capacity as far as holistic health is concerned. Law, commerce, finance, and I just want to salute them. I really embrace them. I really appreciate them. The name of this video was inspired by my build with them just a few moments ago. I hope I give the same fervor. I hope I give the same passion. I hope I give you the same quality. I really should have just started recording and talking to them while live to get this thing right. But what I want to talk to you about is the fact that we really just going to keep posting videos. So we really just going to keep posting videos over and over about the same thing. You know, ever since YouTube started paying Negroes to post videos, we become some couch revolutionaries, man. We some real couch revolutionaries. And I'm going to tell you where my frustration comes in, because many people say, oh, I just talk down on our people, or I made some bread, I came up and now I want to speak condescending to people. But that's not the case. I speak out of frustration because it's about creating a well-oiled machine. And a well-oiled machine doesn't demand that I be the one that runs everything the machine has to offer. But I'm going to give you an example, because as people constantly post their videos about the white man and post their videos about what the heck they post about UFOs, whatever it is that they do, as people constantly stay in the basement of their mama house or whatever it is that they do year to year, my thing has always been this: I refuse to have people that's walking with me or follow me year to year see me in the same space year to year. Damn near the same haircut year to year. Damn near the same setting, the same sheet draped in the background. Nah, we got to keep upgrading. We got to keep showing the people who are motivated by us for whatever reason that the one thing constant in the universe is change, and especially a beautiful thing is progressive change. And so I want to just build with you on the fact that you shouldn't waste your time. And for those people who think, oh, Polight just hates the conscious community, I love being conscious. It's just, if everyone could just claim right to this conscious community, like everyone can't just claim to be part of the Jewish community. Everyone can't just be a member of the Muslim community, or, you know, and I'm talking the Arabs. When they got their communities going, when they got their communities going, they lit. But this conscious community, anyone come in and out of it, there's no checks and measures, standards of weights and measures, there's none of that. And so my frustration comes in because, let's say someone says they're a healer. Let's really talk this talk. So if you say you're a healer, then guess what? You can bring something to the table that can empower us as a community. And this is where I miss Dr. Sebi so much. Because when we used to build, we was moving in the right direction. Administratively, socially, and politically, we were moving in the right direction. Because that man was going to foreign nations, African nations, and saying, hey, this is what I got. And he could show and prove. In exchange, he was getting land and everything. He still has land that's consecrated to him to this day. And the game plan that we put together, he was like, look, I don't deal with any of that administrative stuff, political stuff, and none of that. But, you know, we need some land. I'm like, say, we need some military. We need all of that. And we can get concessions from different agencies, different governments, because we have something that's solid. We have cures. And that can be bartered for military, that can be bartered for commerce, that can be bartered to create an opportunity for us to be able to make an exodus from one land, America, to the next. Or just being black in general, whether you're in UK or what have you. So I said, man, we can get behind this situation. And this is why I know he was murdered intentionally, because what he had going on, he had this going on with more than one nation. He had this going on with more than one nation. He had this going on with more than two nations. More than two nations have already consecrated hundreds of acres of land for what he was able to give them. in the form of a cure, which is a hell of a start. And so what I'm saying is this, without going into all the details and to start rumors and speculations, the reality is this: if what you have is legitimate, if what you say you bring to the table is so unique, you should be able to barter that knowledge in exchange for something that can empower us as a nation or community. And if you don't have it, that's the only type of information we need to be interested in right now. So if we don't have no technology, the closest thing we've been able to do is say, you know what, we got a cure for something. So if you say you got the cure for something, we need to go to some foreign nations that are dying in light of the very thing that you can cure, and we need to create an opportunity for our people. That's how that works when you have real information. When you have real information, that's how that works. We don't talk technology because many of us don't go to school for that anyway, because we're not thinking in a political state of mind where technology is always advancing. We need to send our children to school. We should pool our funds and say, you know what, the elite amongst our children, the special amongst our youth, we can vote on it. But everybody going to these remedial schools and all this other, that's corny. Let's just put a few of us in the best schools and put us under contract as young adults. Put these young adults under contract that you are going to school so you can become what we want you to become. But you see, that sounds like crazy talk. That sounds like crazy talk. I ain't got to collect the bread. I ain't got to do none of that. But that's what we need to do. We need to put somebody out there so they can master technology to such lengths that the world has to sit at our feet if they want us to dispose of them, this knowledge that we have that could advance the world. But we keeping it exclusive to the black community through our patents, our registered trademarks, and so forth and so on. That's the way we got to be thinking. This just doing a damn video talking about the hells of America, and there you go, this one just got killed again. They laughing with that craziness because nothing's happening. And when you look at the same leader looking the same damn way every year, they're laughing at us like, yo, these Negroes became complacent since they got on YouTube. They don't want to get educated. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to do none of that. They don't want to get credentialed in anything to advance their civilization or advance their community to create another black, amazing civilization. No, we just got complacent. We getting some coins off of YouTube, and it's sad because a lot of you can't even see that people only doing videos to make bread, make their YouTube coins. It's sad. Y'all don't even see it. People that deal with the rumors and the gossip and deal with all of that because it'll go viral because they don't know how to go viral through technology. They don't know how to go viral through curing. They don't know how to apply themselves and actually come up with something sophisticated enough that they can go viral off the opportunity of sharing information. Whenever I've gone viral for sharing information and sharing unique perspectives. That's what's landed me in a position to be able to talk to other people. When I'm traveling back and forth to Hong Kong or traveling to Thailand, yo, listen, that's not just, because I'm just going over there because I just want to see how the energy is there. We went over there for business. Because opportunities are abound, and we have something that we could bring to the table, and we creating that opportunity. You got to be in a space that if America goes to hell, where can you go that you know they have open arms for you as a people to say, man, I know what, Brother Polight is good when he come in this country. I no longer want to be on I'm good in Brooklyn whenever I come to Brooklyn. That's cool. But we got to be international. I got to be able to say, yo, I'm good in Thailand. Yo, I'm good in Ghana. I'm good in Ghana, and that's a fact. I'm good in South Africa. That's a fact. That's a fact. Where I can say, yo, there's people there, they got us. That's the kind of relationships we need to create as leaders. That's the relationships we have to create. When I went to Egypt, when I did that, the great debate, the Kemet on trial, when I went to Kemet, that changed my life. Anyone could document from the time I went to Kemet, that's when I started going hard on my money thing. That's when I started saying, I have to build wealth. I have to amass wealth. Because I went there and I seen Ramses' chariots gold-plated. I seen Ramses' chariots gold-plated. Sitting on like 30s. I'm like, yo, he's doing it like that. Walking into the temple and seeing these colossal monuments dedicated to the man that's running this dynasty. It's so intimidating just walking through it to see all these statues and replicas. Like, yo, you knew when you came into the building. And then when you look on the walls, they show you what we do to enemies. They show you how we deal with our enemies, with our detractors. So don't even come here with that craziness. And before you walk into the temple, they got the bed, that symbol that stipulates man know thyself. That's what that symbol means. Man know thyself. So before you walk in the temple, you better have knowledge of self. And when you come in that temple, you better understand this. Who's boss? And when you come in that temple, before you even walk in here, look at these walls and just take a look at the huge imagery of what we do to people working against us. Man, I'm like, and then we're going to turn around and say, that's where we come from, and not want to do that again? Going to the world's first hospital at the Temple of Polight, going to the world's first hospital and seeing it on the walls, the different Europeans that came to be healed. They got it documented on the walls, showing you, look, we clean our hands and everything. These are the instruments that we use to conduct the circumcision. Like, just looking at this. Look at the midwifery. Look at the women squatting and the baby coming out and going to the world's first hospital. The Temple of Polight, dedicated to the crocodiles because of their fertility. To go there and say, yo, we had our own institutions. When society was just getting started, we were there at the inception of having institutions, be they political, be they economical, be they social on whatever scale, be it a hospital. We did that. For me to see that with my own eyes and then see the statues with waves and locks and the shortcuts, to be able to see statues of people that were said to have exist, and to be able to see them in person and see them with their hair still growing. And not to just see the empress, but to see her child and her aunt, to see the bodies. Princess T, or some say Tai, to see her, to see Ramesses, to see Seti first, Seti second, to see these things and think it doesn't play an integral role on the way I'm going to be wired when I come back. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Yo, I'm telling you. So when I come back, I'm like, yo, hold on. We had an economy, we had hospital institutions. When I come back, I'm like, yo, we got to be part of that. That's what I want. That's what I want. So when I turn around and I say this, we don't got no gross domestic product. What I mean by gross domestic product? Let me talk to y'all. What I mean by gross, we don't got no gross domestic product. Let me tell you. What is it that the black conscious community, in an economy sense, what is it that we make the most money off of, more likely? DVDs. DVDs still selling. So I said this. We got to start putting taxation on these DVDs. I said, if the DVD hustler is used to selling it for 10, tell him to sell it for 15. If he's used to selling it for 15, tell him to sell it for 5. And with that $5, what we're going to do, we create a community endowment fund trust. And when we create a community endowment fund trust, this is what communities do when they want to erect institutions. And some of the monies get allocated towards real estate, which generates you more revenue. And then others of the monies gets allocated towards specific needs and interests of the community. So what we do, we say $5 off of every DVD. If you got to charge more, you charge more. We say everyone from now on, all the teachers have to sit here. All the teachers have to sit down and say this. Okay, we're putting out intellectual property. We're all part of this conscious community. We want to see the best of this conscious community. So what do the teachers have to do? They have to agree that we're only going to let certain people solicit our intellectual property. And those people that are vendors that soliciting the intellectual property, they have to agree that they will allocate $5 off of each DVD. They don't have to be $5, but they'll allocate $5 off of each of these DVDs. And therefore, we're going to have it legally registered, trademark, patent, copyright, and everything. Why? We'll come up with some logo or slogan that represents this commission. And what we're doing is enterprising essentially, because what we're saying is this. No one can sell this who doesn't have the same conviction as we do for our future. So now every DVD that's selling, we know $5 is going to be taken and allocated towards the Community Endowment Fund Trust. And in this Community Endowment Fund Trust, we may say, you know what, $1.50 goes towards health care. And another one goes towards the pension for people that's teaching, because we got to take care of our own. So in the event that we get old or we get sick as teachers, our family can benefit. If we have to die, we don't have to go raising all these monies for the burial. We can say we could tap into the fund because some of these monies have been allocated for each teacher. Each teacher has a form of Social Security. Each teacher has X amount of monies being put to the side per each DVD for their future, to empower their family during times of crisis. empower their family during times of crisis. All right? This is not something that the money don't got to go through me. I could just produce content and know that the content I'm producing, if people like it, they buy it for $15, $20, and $5 is being allocated towards the major cause. So whether you like me, you love me, or hate me, even everybody that you like, you love, or you hate, no matter who it is, they're contributing to the ultimate goal, which is to securitize the disposition of the families of the people that's teaching, to provide for a better healthcare system for everyone in the community that's purchasing these DVDs. 3, if we need to set up a fund where we have to erect some kind of institution, or we're going to need to facilitate a means to which we could purchase real estate, that acquisition will not be stifled or hindered because of a lack of funding, because now we know where the funding comes from. And if everybody is moving these DVDs, because we know $5 a week, okay, $5 a week from 10,000 people gives you about $2 million in 10 months, something to that effect. I got to redo the numbers, but I believe it's something to that effect. $5 a week from 10,000 people will give us about $2 million every 10 months. I believe there's more than 10,000 people who's buying DVDs week to week. I believe more than 10,000 people are buying DVDs week to week throughout the country, or throughout here and other countries abroad. There got to be more than 10,000 conscious people constantly going on the streets and buying some kind of DVDs. And all we talking about is $5 a week from 10,000 people. And many of us can afford to just put aside $5 a week, let alone just saying, hey, we're going to allocate $5 a week. Anyway, so if 10,000 people put up $5 a week, in 10 months we have $2 million. $2 million. So that's $2 million we missing. Plus, because I know there's more than 10,000 people, so these are weak numbers. We're missing more than $2 million every 10 months by not being masters of our own destiny. But what do I know? This idea isn't exclusive to me. This idea isn't for me to make the monies off of. This is an idea I put forth several times, but vendors don't want to deal with it. Because somehow in their mind, they probably thinking they're making less money. But little do people know, the teachers and the vendors do not realize. The teachers and the vendors do not realize they'll make more money through our unity. So different people got herbs that they sell, right? How come we can't have a CVS or a Rite Aid? Because CVS and Rite Aid puts competing products in the same venue. And guess what? Each of those companies have the right to market to each of those companies' patrons. So yes, it's a competitive market. Oh, that's capitalism. That's not what capitalism means. Because you don't have a monopoly on any product. Unless you're asking for a monopoly on a product where if you create it, nobody else should buy it because yours is the better product, then prove that through marketing. Pick up your big business savvy and learn how to market your product. Make it marketable to people. But you're not going to have a monopoly on a product where only you get to sell it. So everybody want to sell their own product exclusively, where you only have to go to them, to their website, to purchase it, instead of saying, you know what, all the healers should create our rendition of a pharmaceutical company. Our rendition of a place where people can shop holistically and discern for themselves which product they like the most. Your toothpaste may be the best toothpaste for most people on the market, but someone's balm or healing clay may be people's better interests. And either way, once one of your products go viral, once one of your products is highly receptive, man, you can leverage that success into the marketability of your other products and the upliftment and development of your business. It's real talk. This is not difficult. When we're talking about economics, we got to deal with the resources we have, not the ones we don't. People are already creating products for healing, for what it's worth, and DVDs are already being sold. So we deal with what we already have as a resource to generate or be able to establish what's called a gross domestic product, to be able to render us as having an economy. But the conscious community doesn't have an economy because there's no organization. There's multiple organizations with no economy. Because within each organization, they don't have it set up themselves individually. Let alone are they willing to work as a collective so everyone else can be empowered. Because no one wants to compete. Because people think the lack of unity makes them more money. To the contrary, unity will make everybody more money. Unity would make everyone more money. Facts. But you know, what do I know? So I was just a little frustrated today. I was just thinking and saying to myself, man, you know, people think I just want to talk condescending to people. No, I just see people as behaving childish. And so I'm not interested in the things that they be talking about because it's corny. Because you ain't even talking about it next year, and they're going to be talking about it the year after that. So I'm not interested. I'm not interested in it. Whatever they talking about now, they're going to be talking about 2 years from now, 5 years from now. So long as they allow, they'll keep talking about this stuff. Keep talking about their conspiracy theories and they all black world and black people shall rule and prevail one day and all these prophetical accounts. Somebody's coming out the sky. People, you know, it's like, yo, how y'all don't feel sad? Like, that's where we at? We over here with prophetical accounts of what's going to happen. We don't want to actually put no work in. Any society that any of those people will ever reference, they can say God was with them or not. Those people had the knowledge and the skills to facilitate a means to stabilize or sustain their community. They wasn't just there on faith alone, hoping things work out or waiting for the prophecy to come through. People had skill sets. People had resources. People had knowledge, and they relied on those skill sets, resources, and that knowledge to be able to sustain their communities. These are facts. These are facts. Ain't nobody just sat there and said, you know what? We just waiting for the Lord to make this thing pop off. Because when that happened, yo, see, come on, that's holding the whole community back. And it ain't just them. It ain't just the religious folk, man. It's the purported Pan-African and black nationalists holding us back too, with all the YouTube couch revolutionary activity. But it's like, yo, when are you going to encourage people to actually get a skill? Vocational skills, something. You got to encourage people to actually get skills. And with those skills, we got to invent something. People need the information. We got to get involved with science again. We can't do this avoiding science and math. When we talk, we need to encourage people to get into science and math. That is going to be our salvation. Because no one's going to undermine the person who has the scientific or mathematical advancement. No one is going to undermine the person who actually has the cure for that which many people don't have the cure for. No one ignores those people. No one can. No one can ignore the person who has the cures or the technological expertise or mathematical knowledge to further advance society. So people heckled me for going back to school. I'm like, yo, I'm not. It's not so much the credentials; it is the knowledge and the access to certain resources, so I can have a say in the future of the world. Because I know, with my mind, let me take in that information. I'm going to find something that this world needs. I'm going to find the next mission. And guess what? It's going to be in the clutches of our people. That's why I stacked this bread, so I could be able to pay $150K, because I ain't going to own no student loan. I ain't with none of that. I ain't about to own nobody in the middle of me having to study. I'm not with none of that. I want to be able to study and enjoy the knowledge. I don't want to be over here working 2 jobs and having to study at the same time and take care of my family. The knowledge won't be fun. I want to learn at my leisure. But y'all play around, man. Come on, man. We need more astrophysicists. We need more neurologists, brain surgeons. Come on, we playing with this. You think everybody just gonna go on YouTube and talk? That's what we doing? That's how we gonna get this revolution started? Everyone just set up a YouTube channel and let us know what's going on with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And, you know, I'm mad at Sarnetta. You know, let me post this video and tell y'all why this community's messed up. And it's people like Sarnetta. Like, come on, man. Like, yo. And shout out to my brother Sarnetta. But, I mean, that's what we doing now, though. We just gonna post videos and talk about each other to get the movement going. And y'all be like, yo, that's right, brother. Yeah, you see, that's why I like him. You like gossip? The black revolutionary is a gossiper right now. All he do is make videos talking about other people. Where's the encouragement to perfect a person's personal disposition? Where's the encouragement towards better health and better living? Where's the encouragement towards devising or developing an economy? Where's the encouragement? Where's the nomenclature at? Where's the new vocabulary to take us further into understanding what we have to do to become more organized as a community and as an individual? This is the information that's more important. You see? It's just being real with you, man. It's just being real. We need to encourage each other towards skill sets, towards real knowledge. Real knowledge being the type of information that affects society. We're not dealing with the information that affects society. People laughing of all these speculations of what's in the air and showing reports of what someone else said. When are we going to be the credible sources to show reports through our own investigations per the lab to confirm with people this is the new wave? We got to produce the new medicine, but we can't produce the new medicine if we playing around here, just copying some stuff, buy some herbs, mix it up over here. No, come on, man. Take this to the next level, man. Take this to the next level. Learn how to be on that level, because no matter how much you hate the white man system, there's things about it that's dope. The manner in which they have taken medicine, all of it ain't bad. As far as learning how to study it and how it affects the body, and which ones to create and what combinations, the chemistry of it all. Yo, don't be so anti-white and anti-system that you disconnect yourself from the opportunities that are abound for you to be able to empower your people and humanity as a whole, at least your race. Come on, be for real here. This is a sad thing. I'm here, like, I'm dying here just looking like, yo, these cats got y'all fooled. With every video that goes up, I'm like, yo, where's the real knowledge? Where's the motivation that's going to lead to the impetus of people saying, you know what, I got to go back to school and get this thing popping. Or you know what, I'm a really go hard and study economics, study politics. You know, maybe I could be a lobbyist for my people. Maybe I'm going to create my own political party. And don't just download or Google something for 1 hour and then go out there and teach it on YouTube. Man, really perfect your craft. Become a master organizer. Become a master at whatever it is that we're lacking in. Because we lacking in politics. We lacking in economics. We lacking in health administration. Come on, there's many things we're lacking in. And with all the things we lacking in, when these videos go up, where's the encouragement to fulfill any of these fields? No, just leave the system alone. The hell with the system. Don't pay your bills. Money is not worth nothing. We ain't always use money. What the hell is that kind of conversation going to do for us as people in this day and time? As a people in this day and time, what's that information going to do? Come on, man. In Thailand, over 60% of the population grows their own food. They always brag. They rub their belly and say one thing we never go through here is starving. We never hungry out here. What percentage of black people you think know how to make their own food? We think picking fruit is going to the Korean stand. Come on, there's many things we lacking in. Where's the agricultural workshops in the community sponsored by conscious folk? Okay, look, we're going to show y'all some aquaponics. I'm going to show you how to grow some kale on the windowsills of your house. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, we could do this a whole different way. So no, I'm not going to be the martyr for people. Do every damn thing, put myself out there, talk all the serious issues, do everything myself so they get knocked me off and then we over here waiting again. Nah, I got a different approach. And part of my approach is to demonstrate success, to show you something to motivate you as well. The real G's moving sounds, and they don't say nothing until it's checkmate. That's how we make our moves. We play chess, you don't say nothing during the whole time unless you say checkmate. You'll hear me talk that talk when I'm saying checkmate. When I'm on checkmate, then you hear something. Because I know we got the sabotagers in the community. And anything that you do, they want to call and stop it. I've learned that already. So that's why I don't attach my name to every business that I have. I don't. Because it ain't worth what our community is all about when it comes to seeing one of their own successful. It's all good. And that's why I talk about educating the individual. Educating the individual. That's what this is about. So we can create a successful collective. If I can get the individual to be a success and another individual to be a success, then we can take several of these successful individuals and we can create a successful collective. Because talking to the masses is crazy. The masses get you killed these days. We just got to approach this differently. And the insecure teachers will contribute to it in their insecurities. In fear of the fact that they may think they're going to get less views, less likes, and less DVD sales, less monetization, they'll chastise another person who actually has the source, actually has the juice or the talk or the conversation, the resources or the deliberation to help move us forward. So this whole thing is rigged right now. That's what I'm telling you. The whole thing is rigged. It's rigged. Come on, man. We gotta move this thing forward, man. Complaining about who got the money and why they won't use it on the community is garbage. Get the resources, get the talent first. And I guaranteed you everything will follow. I can't play around. And I wish I was in this state of mind when I first came into the conscious community, because then I would already got credentials. I would already had my credentials for my astrophysicist degree that I'm looking for. Okay? For the neuroscience activity I'm engaged in right now as we speak. I would already be on deck. But, I ain't playing with y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all think it's a game. There's a method to what I'm on. I stack this bread so I can do things that can empower the people, but I just can't be sitting here every month talk. By the time y'all turn around, you're going to be like, yo, how he get all those things under his belt? How he did all those things? Did it in silence. And when my checkmate happens, you're going to hear me say checkmate, because I ain't playing. Because a lot of our minds, if we stop being lazy and actually say, yo, let's just go to school and get it in to find out some of the particulars and the nuances. Because we don't know it all. We ain't going to just get everything just from our own self-study. Some things are laid out real nice, and you got to go learn it. I need to get in them labs, man. I need to be able to make incisions into the human body and do what I got to do to rework our people's minds. I need to find out what it is. Come on, man. Anybody that can take the time out and make a concerted effort to be a resource to their community in ways where we're lacking. Stop all. I mean, philosophy is dope. I'm into philosophy and everything, but I'm really talking math, science, technology. We need to get involved with that. We got to invent, man. We got to create weaponry to protect ourselves. There's so much different levels to this, man. And people are kicking our community's ass. That we're going to be left behind. We're going to be turned primitive by virtue of our own laziness. I'm telling you, we're being left behind on purpose because of our laziness. We're being lazy because our teachers are teaching us to be lazy because they're not directing us on what really needs to be done. It's real talk. It's corny, man, what people be on. It's mad corny. Facts. All facts. But it's okay. I got a master plan of my own. Just want to encourage people towards some real good strategies and ideas that they can employ as well. Because I just sit here, I be hurt, man. I'm just looking at stuff. I'm looking at this situation, man, and I'm just saying to myself, it ain't supposed to be like this for this long. It ain't supposed to be like this for this long. So I'm venting my frustration, but by no means am I waiting for anybody to do the job for me. I'm always a doer myself. I don't make excuses as a black man. The reason why I can't accomplish this is because these people ain't doing that. I'm not with that. I'm just saying it hurts. Because I'm watching people and I'm like, you know what? It is the blind leading the blind. Because the reason why the leaders ain't saying it because they don't know it themselves. For whatever, they could care less. So long as they die and they make a few coins and they could pay their bills, they could care less, man. I could see it. I can see it. Like, yo, you know what? you're really not that smart. Because if you were smart, eventually you start saying something along this direction, like, yo, we're going to need people to get educated, man. We need the knowledge, man. We need the knowledge. We need the knowledge, man. But don't worry, Brother Polight will have that technological advancement, scientific advancement, and if it ain't me, it's coming out of my household, because I'm encouraging everybody in my immediate circumference what it is that we got to do. We can't sit here and let the rest of the world surpass us in technology, man. We sleeping, man. They ain't gonna keep experimenting on us if we don't figure this thing out. Come on, man. We being heavily experimented on. Y'all want to talk about Tuskegee experiments? The experiments are taking place right now. We can't tell because we don't have no knowledge of the level that they're taking it to now. And then when we do, it's just all saturated with Illuminati conspiracy theories, but there's no real solution as to combat their technological warfare with our technological warfare. Ain't nobody gonna dare say that. Okay, now we gotta get smart. Now we gotta get the knowledge to do that. It's better just to have a conversation about it and vent and be argumentative and complain and go into a diatribe about it, as opposed to really saying, you know what, we gotta fix this situation. Sad, man. Just be feeling like this, man. Yeah, astrophysicist, man. Tyson Neil deGrasse, man. He's dope. You know, James Gates Jr., mathematician. These are all brothers, man. Out there damn near by themselves with it. Pushing us forward, and we don't even know they pushing us forward. You feel me? Hey, what's up, King? They pushing us forward and we don't even know. Yeah, let's get it. Listen, G. Of course, always, man. I'm with it, man. Let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, thanks for listening, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Kate. Thanks, man. Yeah, so you know, you gotta take things to the next level, man. Got to take it to the next level. We can't be playing around with this situation, man. Come on. James Gates Jr., Tyson Neil deGrasse. These are two people that you definitely want to look up. These are brothers leading in the astrophysicist realm, in the mathematician world. Come on, man. James Gates Jr. found out that there's code in the universe, that this is basically a simulation. Damn near. The code matches the same things that you see when it comes to computers. Binary code, supersymmetry, string theory. Yo, you gotta really get in tune with these conversations, man. And then these brothers, like I said, they just out there by themselves, having to build and create the best relationships with people of other races, because that's all they have to talk to when it comes to this information. Keep up with their works, keep up with their peace, King. Keep up with their works, keep up with their thesis, keep up with their findings, man. And not only that, we got to get some of our own. This is real talk, man. I be here like, whoa. All this wealth of information, and we got some representation there, but we need the black conscious inside those fields. Not to say they're not black conscious, but you know what I'm talking about, man. We need that same vigor that we have on YouTube when we banging on each other in the name of Pan-Africanism or Hebrew Israelite and saying, man, you know what? This is the way of life we're supposed to live. We need to have that same zeal when it comes to studying math and science, and incorporate that same love for our people and articulate it through math and science. Not on a mundane level, not on the layman's level, on a level where we're conducting our explorations, perusing through the information, and we need to articulate to the best of our ability why other people need to gauge an interest in it. We need to do that. That's why when they be like, oh, he used too much big words. No, it's what I'm studying, it's what I'm reading. I don't go out my way to use no big words. I don't even know when I'm using a big word. I don't even know what the hell a big word is. All I know is from what I'm learning. And eventually, from what I'm reading so much, I'm bound to share some of those perspectives or some of those terms or phraseologies. I don't sit here saying, let me see how I'm going to sound deep. But if we go into certain subject matter, it's going to be imperative that I use certain words that are consistent with that genre of information. Geology is another one, man. We gotta get involved, man. We gotta get involved, and we gotta support each other when we get there. That's what it is. I'm gonna stop this right now. It's very hot for this. You know, I'm building, but you know, I gotta bust moves. I gotta get on this plane. So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. You know, go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Interested in the wealth building stratagems and techniques, the consultations by the hour, the mentorship, all of that. Just go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Always leave your full name and your phone number. But I thank y'all for listening. Share the video if you love it, if you feel empowered by the information, if you gain some perspective, or it just feels good hearing somebody say something that you also be thinking. Let's do that all. Do it all.